coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Out to his left. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 2nd down and 4. Burrow going out wide, finds Chubb. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A run for Nick Chubb. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Handoff comes to Chubb. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. A give. This is Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Neville Gallimore on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Six yards left on 2nd down. Burrow will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
His first carry, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Wentz completes it to Fant on the right side. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Below Nichols with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Offense at the line and set to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That's it. They go play action with Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. He finds his target, Beckham. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. On the carry, it's Chubb. Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. Chubb. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up first and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So a first catch for him in the ball game. And you know the scuttlebutt has been he's not getting enough touches, enough catches, not feeling involved enough in the offense. So maybe that can get him going.
You and I both know that there's not a wide receiver alive that ever feels like in any game he got enough touches, even if he got 15, right? We all know that. But there's also not an offensive coordinator alive, a play caller, that isn't smart enough to get the ball to them and often that will keep his position.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down. It's Hines, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Dancing. Now Burrow loses the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free. But fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Drops it off for Chubb. Touchdown! Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive
as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On play action, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wentz. Open target here, Darius Slayton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On play action, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wentz. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Wentz now to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Houston. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Burrow on 3rd down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Play action. Now Wentz. Throw left side, completes Isabella.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Wentz going to try and throw on third. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver, and now it's second down. To throw, it's Wentz. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Wentz going to look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Flush to his right. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Colts send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes just using a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, he's able to pick up the first down.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They run it again with Chubb. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They run. Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was a bit of a strain.